So what if the country you choose to work in could literally define your entire future? Today, we are breaking down one of the biggest opportunities out there for pharmacists right now, making the move to the UK. All right, let's dive in. You know, the UK has this incredible world-class healthcare system. And the thing is, right now, it has a serious need for expertise just like yours.
So is this opportunity the right one for you? I mean, it's a huge question. We're going to break down everything: the actual demand, what you absolutely have to have, the whole visa process, and of course, the rewards waiting for you on the other side.
And let's be really clear about this. This is not some short-term trend. We're talking about a sustained, long-term need. Both the public National Health Service and the big private pharmacy chains are all actively looking for international talent to fill really important roles. But why? Why is the demand so high?
Well, let's get into it. Let's break down exactly why the UK is basically rolling out the red carpet for pharmacists. The answer is kind of woven into the very fabric of their healthcare system.
You know, it really boils down to a few key things. First, you've got the massive NHS, which is pretty much always hiring. Then, you've got these huge private chains all over the country. On top of that, an aging population means more complex care is needed, and the government is pouring money into the system. You put all of that together, it's the perfect storm of opportunity, really.
Okay, so the opportunity is crystal clear, but what do you actually need to have in your professional toolkit to make this happen? Let's get really specific.
Obviously, a deep knowledge of pharmaceutical science is a given, right? That's non-negotiable. But what UK employers really care about are the skills that go beyond the textbook. We're talking about a crazy attention to detail, the critical thinking to spot a potential drug interaction from a mile away, and of course, the communication skills to connect with both patients and doctors.
Now listen up, because this right here is the single most important piece of paper you will need: GPHC registration. Just think of the General Pharmaceutical Council as the ultimate gatekeeper. To practice in the UK, you have to be registered with them. Period. This means proving your degree is equivalent to their Master of Pharmacy. Getting this done is your first and, honestly, your most critical milestone.
All right, so once you have the professional side of things all lined up, the next big piece of the puzzle is immigration. You need the legal right to work, and that means it's time to tackle the visa process.
And what seems super daunting really just comes down to 3 clear steps, and you have to do them in this order. Step 1, get that GPHC registration. You literally can't get a job offer without it. Step 2, land a job with something called a certificate of sponsorship. This part is your golden ticket. And then step 3, with that sponsorship locked in, then you apply for your visa.
And here is a major advantage. The UK has actually created a special fast track just for people like you. So you're not applying for some generic work visa. You're using a specialized visa designed to get critical healthcare professionals into the country, and fast.
So what's the real difference here? Well, while you could go for the general skilled worker visa, the health and care worker visa has some pretty big perks. We're talking faster processing, lower application fees, and even dedicated support along the way. It's basically the government's way of saying, hey, we need you, and getting you into the country and working as quickly as possible.
But even with the special pathway, let's be real, it's not always a walk in the park. The paperwork can be really complex, and the rules are super strict. It is so easy to feel overwhelmed, which is actually where new tools are making a huge difference. Platforms like WannaVisa.ai, for example, use AI to analyze all these complex pathways and help find the absolute best visa fit for your specific situation.
But here's what most people don't realize. The rewards waiting for you at the end of this journey are substantial. We've talked about the why and the how, but now, let's talk about the what. What does your life and career actually look like once you're in the UK?
Okay, let's talk numbers. This is the typical salary range you can expect as a pharmacist in the UK. And this is the tangible reward for your skills and for going through that whole qualification process. It really gives you a solid foundation to start building a new life. And that starting salary, that is just the beginning. This is not a static career path where you just plateau. With some experience, especially if you move into specialist hospital roles or advanced clinical practice, your earning potential can climb way, way up, often well over £70,000 a year.
So where can you actually do this? Well, it's no surprise that London offers the highest salary range, but you are definitely not limited to the capital. Major hubs like Manchester, Bristol, and Birmingham all have super high demand and offer fantastic salaries too.
The big takeaway here, you've got great options all across the country.
Okay, so we've looked at the demand, we've laid out the requirements, and we've explored the rewards. So what's the final takeaway from all of this?
You know, the most important thing to remember is this. Moving to the UK is not some vague, fuzzy dream. It is a structured, achievable goal. The UK has literally built a clear pathway because they need your skills. The demand is real, the process is defined, and the rewards are absolutely there for the taking.
So the only question that's really left is, after seeing this whole path laid out, are you ready to take that first step?
If the answer is yes, or even just a maybe, a fantastic place to start is just exploring your options in more detail. Tools like Want a Visa are designed for exactly that, to help you check your qualifications against those specific visa requirements. It's how you turn a big idea into a concrete, actionable plan.
And that just leaves you with one last thought. The global demand for what you do is huge, and there are opportunities not just in the UK, but in countries all over the world. The only question left is, where will you take your skills next? Thanks for joining us.